Good morning to you. A new high-tech aviation company is moving into Bozeman. Coming up, find out how Bridger Aerospace hopes to revolutionize firefighting in the Rocky Mountains.
What could be the pros and cons of students having mental health days just like they do sick days?
I think there could be a lot of benefit to that.
I think so too.
That story here for you in just a moment. Good morning to you and welcome to your Wednesday. I'm Missy O'Malley with Chet Lehman. Matt Elwell has our forecast here in just a moment. Our top story for you now. Bozeman is known for its growing high-tech business presence here in the community.
New this morning, MTN's Gabby Crevitt visited Bridger Aerospace and Ascent Vision to learn about the latest technologies.
Tim Sheehy is a wounded combat veteran who returned home with a vision.
After my tours overseas, I recognized that there was a need for enhanced aerial supervision capability to be applied to the public safety sector, whether that's border security, whether that's law enforcement, or whether that's wildfire mitigation.
Bridger Aerospace provides advanced aerial firefighting services in Montana and across the country. They assist the Forest Service and other agencies year-round in wildfire response and suppression. The company started in 2014 with 1 plane and 2 people. Today, they have 20 aircrafts and over 100 people working for them. Housed under the same roof is Ascent Vision Technologies that specializes in the manufacturing of gyro-stabilized camera systems.
Whether it's Bridger Aerospace or Ascent Vision, is focused principally on giving the maximum benefit to the critical people on the ground that we can. Whether it's a warfighter, soldier, sailor, marine, firefighter, everything we make is designed to make their jobs easier and their lives more protected.
Bridger Aerospace and Ascent Vision Technologies provide the area with high-paying, high-tech jobs. Many of the people that work here either are veterans or graduates of Montana State University.
It's incredible that our footprint here in Bozeman, Montana is making and helping the not only military customers but commercial customers across the world in a global footprint and really making an impact to national security and global security.
The Gallatin Valley-based firm made national headlines recently after their technology brought down an Iranian drone that came within 1,000 yards of a Navy ship in the Strait of Hormuz.
Ascent Vision Technologies here in Bozeman has been a critical development partner of the U.S. Marine Corps and other parts of the U.S. military in creating this system. It is designed, built, and manufactured here in Bozeman and shipped worldwide for use in support of our men and women in uniform.
In Bozeman, Gabby Crevitt, MTN News.
Here's an interesting note. Half of Bridger Aerospace's team made up of veterans.
That is really cool. I love how it's something, an idea came from something else and spawned into something else.
Good ideas spawn more good ideas.
That's right. That's right. Hi, Matt. Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Good morning.
Did you see any Perseid meteors out there?
The moon was too bright.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ridiculously bright this morning. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was almost like daylight as you're driving to, as we're driving to work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. Temperatures this morning into the 40s, some 30s out toward West Yellowstone, 34 degrees. Clear skies. It looks like we're going to be dealing with fantastic Perseid viewing conditions outside of the moon being out. Nice temperatures for the afternoon, right around the 80-degree mark. It looks like lots of sunshine on tap for today. We'll talk more about our chances of rain as you head into your Thursday. That, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you for that, Matt. Some tragic news out of Glacier National Park. A drive on the scenic going to the Sun Road in Glacier took a deadly turn on Monday when a falling rock struck a vehicle.
Yeah, 14-year-old girl from Utah was killed. Her parents and 2 other children were hurt. Park spokeswoman Lauren Alley says the incident happened around 7 o'clock in the evening near the East Tunnel on going to the Sun Road. Rock hit the top of the vehicle, shattered the rear windshield.
Now, 2 adults suffered significant bruises while the other 2 surviving children in the vehicle suffered minor injuries. Alley says that the rocks hit the vehicle. They were fist-sized and within about 12 inches in diameter. The rocks fell from an unknown height from the mountains above the road. The road was closed for several hours while crews worked to clear that scene. Tragic news there.
Absolutely.
And the former Miles City trainer who admitted to sexually assaulting dozens of students also pled guilty to child pornography charges.
James Jensen appeared before a district court judge, presented a change of plea as part of an agreement with prosecutors. Jensen originally faced 10 charges of child pornography possession, but that deal dropped 8 of those.
And each charge carries up to 10 years in prison. And those would stack up on top of a 12-year prison sentence handed down last month for coercion and enticement of minors into sex acts. He will spend that first sentence in Minnesota at a federal medical center. Jensen will appear in court for sentencing on those child pornography charges later this month. The civil suit filed by victims is still ongoing.
Also, a Bozeman City Commission meeting Monday night, commissioners approved allowing the city finance department to move forward to negotiate the sale of bonds for the public safety center.
Now that sale will be for the bonds that will be worth nearly $37 million that voters approved last November. It has been a long process for the city, and officials are looking forward to this next step.
We work with the underwriters to price and sell those bonds. So the next thing that the public will see on the commission's calendar is that final sale on September 9th. And that's where we have final, we'll know how much our interest costs will be and the final details of the sale. And when we close, we get the money to fund all the construction of the center.
Now the city is in still that design phase for the building, and they will be throughout the rest of the year as well.
In other statewide headlines this morning, a Billings man has died from injuries he suffered in an e-scooter crash in Denver.
That's right, 26-year-old man died when he attempted to ride the scooter across a busy street in front of an oncoming car. This happened August 4th. And Denver police say Cameron Hagan, who was visiting friends in the Denver area, passed away on Friday night.
Now, Denver has allowed e-scooter operations since last summer, but like many municipalities, the city has struggled with management of the little bikes, especially when it comes to safe operation. Although the city is only allowing a pilot program, it's already showing some problems. Denver physicians report many injuries involving arms and legs and a number of life-threatening brain injuries. E-scooters are legal and in use in Bozeman. Missoula is also moving slowly with approving them as well.
Be careful out there.
Absolutely.
A lot of people
true.
aren't wearing helmets. They're drinking. It's nighttime, so just be careful out there.
For sure.
Our next story for you here. Fish, Wildlife and Parks killed a grizzly bear on Monday that was preying on cattle.
The bear was captured and euthanized after it had killed cattle north of Wolf Creek, about 15 miles west of the Holter Dam. It had killed 2 adult cows weighing about 1,200 pounds each.
Wow, and the adult male bear was about 5 years old, weighing about 475 pounds. FWP's bear management specialist said that the agency is confident that the correct bear was captured based on the paw prints, measurements. Federal wildlife officials assisted with the capture of that bear.
Just last month now, the state of Oregon passed law that gives students 5 mental health days over a 3-month period of time.
I think this is a really neat story. MTN's Emma Hamilton has more on what the Bozeman School District officials think of Oregon's new law.
Anything that can reduce stigma and open up access to supports is a good thing.
That's exactly what Director of Special Education Chad Berg thinks this new law will do for the state of Oregon. He says he can see how the law could have negative effects as well, such as a child being excused several times and not wanting to return to school. But for the most part, he sees this as a good thing.
One key for building safe schools is to make sure that we're addressing all of the needs of our students, including social emotional needs. Any opportunity that we have to open that dialogue, reduce stigma, and then match the right level of support helps students get that care and services that they need.
While official mental health days for students aren't happening here in Montana, Bozeman parents are thinking this might not be a bad idea. Many parents already allow their children to take the time if they need it. Taking a sick day doesn't always mean physical illness, which the Bozeman School District agrees with.
We don't distinguish between physical illnesses and mental health illnesses. We give really broad discretion to families in terms of deciding when to excuse their child.
Reporting in Bozeman, Emma Hamilton, MTN News.
Now, in the Bozeman School District, elementary and middle school students are considered excessively absent if they miss more than 10 days within a school year. And for high school students, it's 8 or more days. It's an interesting topic to have that discussion.
For sure.
Yep. As you mentioned, though, probably not taking the day off on a test day.
Which would be a stress day.
Which would be a stress day.
Would be a bad idea.
Probably
that would
don't
make
do
more
that.
stressful days later.
That's absolutely right. It is time for a quick break.